everyone, and welcome back to part 3 of Gunsmith. And in the last episode, we spent an inordinate amount of time attempting to make this production line over here as efficient as possible. And I think I made good strides in the end. It's not perfect. I've attempted to watch a few other YouTube videos to kind of gauge whether I was sort of correct in my thinking or not. I think I was, but do you know what? I was kind of watching it and I don't know whether I'm actually bothered that much. I mean, I think I could, well, I know I could definitely improve this, and who knows, maybe I will at some point, but for the time being, I just want to make more things. I just want to have a bigger factory with more stuff going on, and quite frankly, I don't care that it's not at 100% efficiency. So for the time being, we are going to leave this as it is. I am going to need to adjust this a little bit more as well, because currently mechanics cannot get into these middle machines to do any kind of repairs on them. So we are going to have to adjust that a little bit to try and allow a walkway through the middle, which probably means shifting everything down a little bit and then just splitting that middle bit open a little bit so that mechanics can come down from the top and come through the middle. You would have just noticed there that we just researched the recycle bin. Now, from memory, when I was flicking through the research and trying to work out what we needed to do next, the recycler here basically restocks any item back into the inventory and resets it to its base state. And I remembered from many moons ago when I last played this that actually we can actually fundamentally change how this entire production looks here. And the same will go for over here, because at the moment we are dispensing the base element, the base material in the plastic blocks and the fabric sheets, or whatever it is, whichever way around it is, and where each production line is having to do the start to the end of each recipe, if you like. Whereas if we created a couple of things over here which enabled us to basically create half of every recipe, get each item to the point where we've got the fabric gloves done and dusted, get the one over here where the plastic fittings are done and dusted, get the over here to the, actually no, that wouldn't make sense, but you see what I mean. So we could get fabric sheets, if we could get the plastic fittings, we could the gloves, and we could actually space this out an awful lot better than we currently have. So what I'm gonna do in this episode, we'll keep trying to continue getting orders in and keep the money coming through, but that is what we're going to do. We're going to change these production lines to have one or two of each thing that is literally just going to churn out nothing but plastic blocks, turn them into plastic fittings, and then create fabric gloves from the fabric sheets. And that is all we are going to do. Now this line over here, because the fabric sheets are being changed into where are we? Here, isn't it? So I'm clicking the wrong thing. They're being turned into combat trousers. But what we could do is do the same thing and create the combat trousers over here, because we would actually negate all of the need for all these splitters and things, because we don't need to worry about splitting them, because we could just shoot everything into one. Anyway, that's my thinking. Anyway, whether it works or not is another question. I did have a quick look in the off, and I found this. Found the notoriety. I didn't realise this was a thing. This might be new. This may be something I've forgotten about. But it looks like we can start pushing on notoriety in one way or the other. Now, it looks like we've already gone to the left anyway. And the company is selling the product in the right way and headed in the right direction. Maintenance cost discount of 5%. Order value is increased by 10% for the following clients. Jared Smith from US, Elias Kane from the UK, and Feggy Mitchell from Russia from the civilian retailers. So we are getting more money from those particular clients. And when I looked in here to the available orders, I just had a quick look. Yeah, you can see here's old Jerry. So we're getting a notoriety bonus. We're getting 10% extra value by dealing with him. There's another one for old Jerry, and another one. He's a busy man. He's got a lot of army. He's got a lot of water wage, hasn't he? Any more for Jerry? There's Nicolas Cage. He did play. Trying to think what the film was called where he played a gun smuggler. What was it called? I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. People will probably be able to let me know in the comments below if you can remember that one. So let's push through a couple of these orders quickly. There we go. So as you can see, we are beginning to actually bring in some pretty decent money because we're combining orders now. We're selling more gloves in one hit, but I think that, yeah, we can do a lot better. So, annoyingly, I don't think we can actually pause. Oh, no, we can pause. So, let's pause time for a change rather than letting it run on. So, what we're going to do, we're going to need to split up some of this. We're going to delete all these belts to start with, just so that we can move things around. Okay, there we go. So what we're going to do, we're going to have one dispenser each, and it's literally just going to do this. So it's going to come out, move it across a little bit, and it's going to go straight into one of those, and then it's going to fall straight into one of those machines, which looks considerably different than it used to. And it actually looks like we can have 3 sides. So the old ones used to just have one side in, so that's actually quite cool. So we can have multiple inputs into this machine, which is quite useful and quite good. Right, so let's take stock of what we've done here then. So we've completely moved this around. We've got one line there, we've got one line there. I think let's delete that line. Let's delete this line. Let's just make sure that we've got these how we want them to be. So we're gonna, and we might, can we do all of, we might be able to do the whole lot on this one station actually. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't think that last one actually needs doing, do it? I think we've got them all there. That one doesn't need anything. So I think, yeah, we've hit 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Power all of them on. We need to make sure that this is outputting the plastic block. That is outputting the sheets. That is turning into fabric gloves. That goes into the recycler. This one, however, you are going to be outputting the fabric gloves. You are going to be outputting the plastic fittings. And you will create it's the camo glove, isn't it? Yes. It doesn't matter, because it will know what to do anyway because it's already in there, so that's fine. So you're creating camo gloves, right? That's all we need to do. So let's go. I think I've missed a step here somewhere. Hold the line caller. Right, what have we done wrong here? Let's have a quick look at the cookbook for camo gloves. So the fabric sheet's coming out. And they're being sewn into camo gloves. Ah, right. So that thing there needs to go after this. Okay. Well, at least it means I can put this back to where it was. Let's just hoover all that shit up quickly. At least I can put this production line back to something resembling the other side. Give it a bit of a nicer look. So there we go. Is it like that? I mean, close enough. Whatever. So it looks like we need to add another step in here then, don't we? So we can get rid of that, get rid of that. So there is, however, there is still another step in here. I wasn't completely wrong. So they go into the merger, which was still, that was in the right place. Then it goes into the sewer, into the sewing machine. Then it gets boxed. Right, that should now be correct. Let's connect everything up again. And then I'm going to power everything on. And power everything on, I said. And go back to how we were. That needs to connect to there. Right, that should now be fixed. That took a longer amount of time than it should have done. So I guess the question is now, So that number is not going down. Is this number slowly tracking upwards? It looks like it is, albeit very, very slowly. The amount of fabric sheets is going in, is that also tracking upwards? Yeah, that is also tracking upwards slowly but surely. So maybe we need a second dispenser in each one to go through there to make that totally fine. But for the time being, I'm happy with that. We can tweak it if we need to, but for the moment, that is okay. One could argue that you could just we can just turn these off for a while, and they're still going to pump out all of the bits we need them to. So we can keep that running for the time being. How are we doing on production elsewhere? Everything is okay. Is this enough to maintain the level of production that we kind of want? I mean, it is taking a little while to get to 20 each time, but it's not too bad. So we may think about, do we add like a second production line in next to this of the exact same thing? I think maybe we do, you know. What's our current overall stock picture looking like? So the camo gloves that is going into... I've got 85 camo gloves from somewhere. Did I just accidentally tell one of them to output a camo glove? It was in that one. Yeah, I'm just wondering whether we put another one in here. I wonder whether we go to the old blueprints and do the do another line. We'll add another line control in there, and a station. Man it, and we'll add those on as well while we're at it. Want that one and that one. We'll power on. We don't have enough. We're gonna have enough power to turn all these on. Let's turn them on one by one. Should do, because we had duplicates of these before, didn't we? Okay, right. So that's doing two of those. What about the state now of fabric gloves and stuff? Is it going down? It is slowly going down, as is plastic fittings. So we'll probably just let that run, you know. Okay, let's have a quick look at our orders as things fill up quite nicely. You can see the orders for each thing now are getting much larger. We're getting more money for each one, but we're having to make more. I think actually what we might do right now, just while we're in between things, is now look to build a huge rack storage over here. Also, I might be tempted. What we got here? A capacity of 10. Let's start the research on the medium one. So before we do that, let's get the medium racks ready to go. So as you can see, I mean, at the very least, we've saved space. Now, can we do something similar with this? I'm not altogether sure. I think we could tighten things up. I think we could make it better for sure. But I'm not convinced that we'll be able to make it quite as good as this. Unless... Actually, to be fair, I'm just looking here. I think this is actually really close to being... So if you look there, look, it gets to 4 fabric sheets or thereabouts almost every time, and then it switches to taking them out and starting to make another one. That indicates to me that the timing is actually almost bang on. So actually, I'm not going to touch that. The only thing we're going to do to really improve efficiency is actually create effectively another leg of this and then attach it to the same trail so that you've literally just got a complete run of camo trousers going in at all times. It's annoying me that I do want to... Oh, we can actually move. Can I can do this. Magic. Hang on, let's zoom out a bit. I literally just want to move all of that. I don't want you, though. I just want to... Oh, why can't I move all of that? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why can't I move all of it? Have I selected everything? Object incompatible. Oh, it's really frustrating. I thought I might be able to move the entire thing. That would have been so much more useful as well if I could have just picked up the entire thing and moved it. It really annoys me, this little bug where it keeps things selected. I can't remember how I got rid of it last time. How did I get rid of this damn thing? Thank you. Goodness me. Okay. I mean, that is a bummer, isn't it? I mean, the only thing... I do want to just move these because I do want to get mechanics and I want to get some patrols. So let's move these. It's going to look probably quite trash. Again, trying to somewhat match it up with the other side if we can. I think that's about right. And now we've got to do that. And then do that. So again, sorry, my OCD. There we go. Right, so that looks about right. Now all we've got to do is move these a smidge to this side. This should be all that's required. So it's going to look slightly off keel, but apparently they only need 1 square to walk down. Okay, right, that's going to get things going again nicely, and that will mean now that we can actually add in some patrols. So we're going to add in a patrol. Down this way. Go all the way around. Like that. So hopefully that they're intelligent enough to know that they just walk that way and don't just get stuck. That's not what I meant. And then assigned... I mean, can we not assign a staff member to the patrol? Doesn't say which staff member is going to be going on that patrol. Where's mechanics? Right. Patrolling. So is that always a mechanic that's doing that patrol? I guess all the others have got set stations, right? Who's this guy? Yeah, that's him, right. So he's going down there. Let's just have a little look. He's going down there and he's fixing machines on the way through as well. Well, he looked like he was doing something. So what happens when he gets down the bottom? Is he intelligent enough? It looks like he is. Okay, that's good. And then we're going to do another patrol route. Undo. This. Save. I'm going to recruit another mechanic and assign that person to the patrol. And then, right, so we've now got mechanics lingering around all of our machines. That is good. And we now have some space in here that needs filling, don't we? Right, so I'm fairly pleased with where things are going. We've done our research. I think the last thing we'll do in this episode now is get ourselves a nice big rack space area. Did the research complete? No, because I didn't click the damn button because I'm a moron. Okay, right. We'll speed time up. I'll do a few more orders in the meantime. And, yeah, we'll come back when we're ready to build the extra rack space. Do you know what? I've decided, I've made an executive decision that I'm going to duplicate this lot. Make sure that's grabbing everything. I don't think that's got those, is it? Actually, we probably need to duplicate the other side, don't we? Kind of annoys me how rubbish that looks now, but okay, let's pause for a moment because I think what's going to happen here is we are going to have a splits the flow into 3. Kind of hoping we could just have so we need that but in reverse, don't we? Is that another level of the research? Interestingly, no. So we don't want to split the input into 3. We want to take 3 and go into 1. Because obviously it's not going to work, so we're going to have to do this via the splitter route again, or the not the splitter, the merger. So it's gonna have to go like that. Let's do it over here, so we can have one merger like that, which is going to take those lots, and then we can have another one which is going to go right there. This could look a bit messy, but we'll see how it looks. Yeah, I'm annoyed at how fucking messy that looks. Let's just see if we can at least just tidy this up a little bit. Just get rid of that, so it needs to come down like that, basically. See if we can't do the same with this one again. It might just make it that little bit tidier. Okay, that makes it look a bit tidy just because we don't have that the curvature of the belts. Slightly too far. It does seem to have selecting things in this game can be a bit temperamental, I've noticed. There we go. So we've got like these straight belts now. That one looks curved as well. So let's just tidy that up. Can you just select the right thing, please? I don't think there's a great deal I can do about that one actually, because it wants to lock on. It wants to come out and go that way. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do on that one. Yeah, okay, whatever. Alright, well that makes it look a little bit tidier. What we'll do then is we're going to make ourselves... I need to manage this guy's patrol. We're gonna delete... In fact, we're gonna delete the entire patrol. Let's start this one again. Like that. He's gonna come all the way around there. Oh, bullshit, I've just noticed he can't come down the middle of this one either. Okay, right, I've got an idea for this one though, because we have got this. Is that even on the right level? No, that doesn't seem to match up at all. Okay, that kind of does. Okay. Right. So now he can do that. Right. Let's back to creating again. So we're going to come down here. We're going all the way down there. We're coming back up. We're going around this way. Down like that. Back across. All the way around. Just realised he can't get at these machines either, can he? Like that. I think he will be able to do that, I believe. Right, where are we? We need line control. We're going to add a new one. Add station. He will have to. That person will have to come in and go over the platform. Annoyingly, they're all going to be needed, aren't they? And I'm also going to need more power as a result of this, which is fine. We're going to need another one, and we need to add all of those to it. Okay, so you've got those, you've got everything else. Does that one need adding? No, it's just a merger, so I don't think that needs managing. Right, quickly make some power. I did say that I wasn't going to do anything else other than make more rack space, but it's taking ages to do the rack space, so I'm just filling my own time, quite frankly. Right, so we've now got plenty more power, so we're going to turn all of them on and turn all of them on as well. And then hopefully, as we go through this now, although we do need to reconnect this up and get that moving. In theory, this now should give us a nice flow. And obviously, it looks a bit shit now because we've got this massive backup of stuff. But once that all filters through, which it shouldn't take too long, we should be all right. Interesting that he has not assigned himself yet. We'll see how that goes. What's up with this guy? He needs rest. Alright, we'll go fucking rest then. Can I pick him up? I mean, there's literally a staff room over here, pal. I'm not sure really what it is that you want. This is a cutthroat business, mate. If you're not up to the task, you will be fired. And we will simply just hire somebody else. That is the cutthroat business we're in, I'm afraid, people. Okay, a few more orders. As you can see, we're making good money. Although we just spent a rather large chunk of it, but yeah, we'll ignore that. Right, well, I'm fairly happy as things stand, actually, with how that looks. It doesn't actually look, now that I've squared off all of these belts, it actually looks okay. It looks a little bit more pleasing on the eye. So we've got 6 conveyor belt lines that is now making all of our camo belts. It has now slowed things down quite considerably just because it's now trying to filter through all of that. Let's put that back on that mode so that it will start pushing through those a little bit quicker. On a first come first serve, yeah, that, to be fair, that actually makes more sense to leave them on that. Put them all on first come first serve mode. That's fine. Put them all on first come first serve. And that should make those lines move a little quicker. It's ridiculous now that the changes I've made has technically made this now less efficient. How have we got to this? But hey, I'd rather, at the very least, what I've got is I've now got this constant flow. Look at that. That last sort of part in the chain, if you like, the last kink in the chain, is pumping through camo trousers every single second, that is the destination that I wanted to get to, so I am pleased with that. Right, that mechanic is roaming. So these guys are going minus on the energy. Is that because for some reason they're too far away from here, or is it because this isn't big enough? I do have more workers, actually. I should probably think about making this bigger. While they're doing that, we are finally going to get to this rack space. Now, I do want to maybe go up an additional level on that, but that's fine. I can still do the initial part of the build first. So we're going to build a quite large area. We're going to leave a little gap in the middle for the walkway, like this. Now we start building upwards. And the medium rack I think the medium rack may only be able to go up twice. Okay, so we've got a nice big area over there. So if I now delete, let's delete this one here. So so how do we move these boxes across then? So I need to clear off the orders completely. That one should be a good one to get rid of most of the space. So how do we get rid of these damn things then? Because I can't delete anything while there's boxes on it. Do I need to hoover? So how do can we tell these to output to a certain place? Doesn't look like we can. And we can't hoover the boxes. So you're telling me we're just stuck with them forever? I mean, that would be utterly absurd. How are we not able to get rid of those? So we're now not doing anything like that. So what I need to do now really is try and sell off as much of the stock as possible so that I can delete as much of this as possible. Okay, right, that gives me... I can delete now those ones. I just want to put this out there. This is a really, like, incredibly dumb thing that we cannot relocate our storage. Like, it's actually insane how silly that is. Can we just actually go, if we go into the market? So what's annoying is we can't just outright sell. No, that's only for like the raw resources. So we can't just put all these things on the market. So we've got 460. So we've only got 60 camo gloves. Okay, right, that gets rid of more. Any others are just trousers? No, but again, that at least means I can delete more of these damn things. I genuinely can't believe this is the process I'm having to go through. Let me know in the comments if this is, you know, not the right way to do it, and there is in fact a different way to do this. But if there is, and it's like it's not obvious what it is, unless I put them over there. If I put them over there and delete them, will it do it? Because it's detecting them nearby. No, that doesn't work either. When I put them over there for now, out of the way. Let's turn these back on then. So at least they're now starting to fill up on there. Okay. Okay. Pause. 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 Hold the line. Right. Jesus Christ, we got there in the end. There we go. And I think I did see that we can actually now... can we go up another level on these things? Yes, we can. So we have got herds of storage space available now, which is brilliant. We can keep increasing this as we go. There we go. Right, okay, things are looking good. That is where we are going to end this episode. So we are in a reasonably good spot. We've massively, in my opinion, we've massively increased the outputs of our factories. We can see now that this is returned to a normal running. It's not quite 100% over there, but it's pretty damn close. We've massively changed up this, but in the process, I think made it more efficient. And we've now created ourselves a storage area which has got plenty of room to expand into. We're also being able to churn out good amounts of orders now. We're getting more complex orders. So in the next episode, I think the time has come to begin to move on and start making another production line, probably for backpacks this time. And then we're probably going to have to start thinking seriously about trying to get our trustworthiness up for the various governments, or the correct government, I should say, so that we can appease them and get ourselves a license to start making bullets and firearms. So that is definitely on the cards. Thank you very much for watching so far. I am enjoying this, actually. The sort of finickiness is actually reasonably enjoyable in this, and it's quite satisfying making something that visually looks quite nice because of the detail on the game. So I'm looking forward to utilising the space over here for the next production line. And yeah, I hope you join us. Thank you very much for watching, everyone, and we'll see you in episode number 4.